All right, so we're doing something really different today because we talk about a lot of movies, especially superhero stuff, and there's a thing going
Yes,
around
we're
the
major nerds.
internet, right? Yeah, major nerds. There's a thing going around the
Uh,
internet with this question in mind: Is Disney producing too much Marvel content? What do you think?
but I think I
Yes.
don't know yet. I mean, right now after watching, well, at first I thought no, this is awesome. They got a lot of TV shows. They're pushing it along. It's just like comic books, got all this stuff. But now the movies are starting to suffer. Always going to see the movies, and plus some of the Disney Plus shows are kind of falling short.
So, what do you mean by movies suffering?
I mean, is that they're not making the millions and billions of dollars they used to make.
Huh. So, I guess yeah. Obviously,
I mean, come
movie
on,
studio would
Thor
use
didn't
that.
do too good. Thor came out, didn't do too good. Quantumania came out, didn't do too good. I don't think a lot of people saw Eternals.
That is true, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. I don't
I
follow
mean,
on
at
stuff like
first,
that.
yeah. Oh, you're not paying attention to that?
No, I don't pay attention to how
Well, that's
much money
good
they
because,
make.
no, well, that's good. But the problem is, if they don't, I mean, the rule of the deal is if they don't make enough money, they don't make the movie no more. I mean, Daredevil, we did a show on Daredevil. I don't know when it'll air, but anyways, never made a sequel. And it wasn't because they didn't make enough money, it's because they didn't want to. But like Fantastic Four, we did Fantastic Four. Money. They
Money.
kept making them until they ran out of money, until they didn't get any money.
But like the way I see how Disney's operating, right? Like I don't think they depend on how Ant-Man does to make another Ant-Man sequel. I think it's how everything does as a whole.
Yeah, everything doesn't
You know?
help. And
Like
are they making everything as well?
the way that they schedule the stuff is not. It's not like hey, this is the Ant-Man call sheet. It's just like a Marvel call sheet. You are called to do these
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah. No, but as a whole, is all the Marvel movies making enough money to keep
I
on going?
I want to say yes
I want to
because
say yes, but and I'll say yes too. But here's the problem: you can't say yes if the president of Disney's saying no.
well, but then the money doesn't only come from like movie, right? It
Yeah,
also come from merchandising and
yeah, oh yeah. But like I said, though, if the head of the company's saying no, then he's not happy with it. He's the one it's got final say whether they keep making this stuff or not.
So
Because
my
he is the one that's shut several things down in Disney
that's
Plus
true.
already, anyways.
So my wife is talking like I talked to her like she said yes, Marvel is making too much content, but she also stand firm on like, but you know what? But they make a lot of content, but then it's not like I have to watch all of it, right? She only watches the ones that piques her
Yeah,
interest.
yeah,
She
picks our
doesn't have to
interest.
watch like she watched WandaVision, she watched Winter Soldier, we watched Loki. She didn't watch Miss Marvel. She didn't watch
Well,
Moon
let's put it
Knight,
this way:
things like that. But you don't have to.
it depends. It depends on what Disney wants out of Marvel. If they just want Marvel fans to be happy, no, they're not producing too much content. They're not producing enough. Me,
That's
I would
true.
like to see more, but the problem is
I would like to see
though
more too.
the only reason we get to see more though is because we get all these people that don't know anything about Thor or Captain America. They go see the movies
Right, and
because
then
it's the thing to
they
do.
also cater to like the wider audience, not just the
Yeah,
Marvel fans. Yeah,
yeah. Because I mean, come on, Endgame is the one everybody went to see. Endgame.
yeah.
People,
Everybody's the end
it
game.
does because that's a lot of people. I go that people go, oh yeah, I saw Endgame, or they'll do that, and they're like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I'm a superhero fan too, and I go, so you like Marvel stuff? You know what I get? Oh no, not really. I'm
See,
like,
I don't get that because I think it's
I don't
because on
either.
your location.
Yeah, well, it must be because I talked to several people. I'm like, all right,
So
and then
what do
I'm
they
like,
like? Let me ask you that.
who
What do they
knows?
like?
Their boyfriend went to go see it, so that's why they went to go see it. And I was like, oh, all
Oh,
right, I don't want to talk to you.
hey, it was my wife that wanted to see it on day one. I was willing to wait a week because I know it's
Yeah,
gonna be super
hey,
crowded.
we all can't get that lucky, okay?
Yeah, but then
You don't have to brag.
But then what's really funny is because after Endgame, right? When we came out, like, oh, we didn't watch the second Thor, we didn't watch the
Yeah,
second
I
Ant
remember,
Man.
and then you suffered
That's
for it.
when we suffer. Like, hey, we should watch all the Marvel
But see,
stuff. She's
that's
like,
the
yeah.
thing, though.
But
But
then
that's the
after
thing.
that, she didn't watch all the Marvel stuff that came out because, like, now she thinks it's too much content. So the other
Yeah,
point I made to her is like, okay, now you say there's too much content. That was a period of time in my life, right? There was no content. I feel
yeah.
like
There's some.
I mean, like now I'm like 43. Imagine if they made that stuff when I was 13. I would have been
Yeah,
still super interested to see all of them, obviously. But
but
I feel
we'll
like
go
I'm
with
trying to catch up in time. But the other point I wanted to make is
yeah.
like, Hey, Harry Potter has 7 books. It's like the same thing of me saying like, oh, that's too much Harry Potter books. They should have stopped at 4. But then people who are big Harry Potter fans like, oh,
Yeah,
7. Like,
but
no,
you
I
don't
think.
watch.
But that's what I'm pointing.
They
Like,
want more. Yeah, they want
they
more Harry
want
Potter.
more. Like
Well,
by
that's
the
it. That's the
fifth
fans.
book, they want all the way to 7, right? But by the third book, like, hey, they
But
making too much Harry Potter content.
yeah, but our point is, like I said, if the fans want more, but the non fans don't care. But the
Yeah,
problem is, they spend so much money to make this Marvel stuff. We got to have the other side of the people to help keep pushing it along.
I
I mean, you
do
could.
too.
I mean, like you said, as a whole, they could spend all the money, but also the thing that's starting to change my mind now is I watch all the movies, I enjoy them. That's cool.
It's
But if,
enjoyable.
but even that Disney Plus, when we started with WandaVision, I enjoyed it. Loki, enjoyed it. The problem is now we're starting to get where I'm starting to see that the Disney Plus shows, they should have been turned into movies because they're not. A lot of them are not as great as the first Disney Plus shows we got. Like Secret Invasion, I like the Secret Invasion. I think it's got a lot of heart, and that's the last show they've made so far. But it should have been a movie because it is actually to me not as good as, I mean, the quality of it and the money for the money spent. I don't think it was as good a quality as WandaVision, Winter Soldier, or Loki.
Okay, so I try not to judge the quality of the show, right? I
Yeah,
judge it on like, did I
and
want to
probably
know the story of Nick Fury?
yeah, and I do.
Yeah,
It's one
I
of my
wanted
favorite
that, but
characters.
then I don't think about
And
like
I
the
got the
production
story.
quality. Yeah, I got the
I got the
story too.
story, but the problem is a lot of people aren't happy with it, and that's the problem. A lot of people that not happy with it is what's going to hurt the rest of us.
Yeah, that's very true too. It's the
So
majority of the people don't like it.
they got to make it a wider appeal. I mean, they can't just make it for people like me and you, because me and you, oh, you could have just Samuel L. Jackson show up and sit
Whoa,
down
whoa,
and
whoa, whoa, wait, 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 wait,
tell the
wait.
story, and I still
So
watch that.
the first, I guess, first 3 phases of the MCU, it feels like those are suspectfully made for people like you, me, and you,
Yeah, and they were,
right?
but
And
everybody showed up to see them.
did they though? Did they? Because like me and you, I didn't see Ant-Man 2. I didn't even see Ant-Man 1 until much later.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I went and saw all of those.
Like I could tell you like I probably saw Incredible Hulk because I watched it with you guys at home. I think I do. I don't
I
think we
didn't
saw
see
it in
the
the theater.
Incredible Hulk when it came out. Yeah,
Oh, you
when it
didn't?
started
Okay.
off.
We
Yeah,
saw
the
Iron
Incredible Hulk.
Man. We saw Iron
We
Man
saw
2. We
Iron
saw
Man.
Captain
Yes, we went and
America.
saw.
We saw
Yes, we went and
Thor.
saw all. We
We
saw
saw
all that.
all of them. We didn't even see Ant-Man together. We saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, I thought we saw Ant Man together because I went and saw it. Sure, I didn't go see it by myself.
Shoot, I
Maybe
can't
I did. I
remember.
think I did because I lived near the theater then.
Yeah, I don't remember if I watched
I think I
Ant-Man or
went. I
didn't.
went there. I think I went and drove to the theater and saw it myself.
Yeah, I don't think I saw Ant-Man at all.
Can't remember. I missed something. I think I missed. No, I think I missed one of the Thors. Yeah, I didn't go see Thor with y'all, so I didn't see Thor at the theater.
I didn't see the second one in the theater.
I saw the
I actually,
second
I
one.
didn't even see the second one at all the way until
Oh
after
yeah,
Endgame.
yeah. I saw the second one. I went and
See,
saw it
like
because
those were made for you and me, but I didn't see all of them at all. But now,
yeah,
because after
but a lot of
Endgame,
people,
I'm watching everything.
but a lot of people did go see those.
See, like I even watched the Eternals. I watched
Yeah,
Shang-Chi. I know nothing, and I'm Chinese myself. That was supposed to be appealing to me, and I like somehow I still didn't believe that they made a Shang-Chi movie. Okay.
that you went and saw it.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
went to saw it. Like right now, I have seen everything except for Werewolf by Night. That's
Okay.
the only series I have not seen yet.
I haven't seen Werewolf by Night.
So I've been caught up to everything
And I
except
had
for
to get
Werewolf.
and I had to get you to see Moon Knight.
Yes, you did. And then like I'm still confused a little bit by it.
Yeah, Moon Knight's good, but the problem is that I'm worried. I hope all these go somewhere too, though,
See, I'm hoping like that's why I'm hoping they go somewhere or they
because
connect somehow.
that's also they got to connect it because that's what also a lot of people go see this content to see the next thing like you did.
Yep.
You're seeing everything because, like you said, you didn't see something and you missed a lot of jokes or what happened because you didn't
exactly.
see Thor.
So like my perfect example when you asked me to see Star Trek. Now I've seen a lot of Star Trek. Big Bang Theory has become a much funnier thing because of the Star Trek
But
references.
but I'm also gonna say why I said they got a lot of content too because there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen She-Hulk. I haven't seen a lot of stuff because time. I don't got
Yeah.
time to see all this now. I'm like, in a way, they are kind of getting it because I like Secret Invasion. The only reason I saw Secret Invasion, I picked it out because of who the characters are now.
Yeah.
Because now I'm picking. It's like common. It's like it's like the Marvel comic
Well,
books. When I read Marvel comic books, you only pick certain. I only pick certain titles because I only had so much money to see certain to read
yep,
certain
exactly.
comics. This thing is not about money because I have Disney Plus,
Yep.
but it's about time now.
Yeah, it's about
So
time. That's
certain
very true.
certain heroes, and I'm probably going to go. Oh, I'm going to be like you. They're going to be a joke in a movie or something happening. I'm lost because I didn't see this
See,
because I didn't
that's
see
how I
Eternals.
felt about Endgame.
Yeah, because Eternals, I didn't have time to see Eternals, and now it's been so long, I almost have no interest in seeing Eternals, which is weird because I thought, oh, I want to see everything in the Marvel universe. Now it's gotten to the point where I actually don't want to see everything.
See, yeah, I think we're in a different end of the spectrum, right? You're like, oh, you want to see everything because how I felt from is Endgame is the one that made me decide like I want to watch everything.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to miss out on something because like right now the time thing is a big deal for me too because like I might have seen it but I don't remember. If I was younger, I would have remembered everything I seen. Like,
yeah,
all the Marvel, but then
yeah,
we didn't have a platform back then as like, Disney Plus. Back then when we were 13, right? There's nothing like that we have here. They
yeah,
would have to actually put this on primetime television for us to even pay attention or have the time to see it.
yeah. But I guess it depends. I mean, it's hard to say what's going to work and what's not because like Black Widow. When I watched Black Widow the movie, I think they could have made that at Disney Plus.
Which they did. Like it came out at the same time as the movie did because of the
Yeah, but
pandemic.
they could have been broken up and just made a Disney Plus episodes.
But like Black Widow was only to introduce her sister's character.
Yeah,
And I feel like Eternal is only to feature
but
Celestials.
but see, the thing is, right now we're talking about is there too much content, and we're basing it on money and stuff.
Now, I shouldn't say we based on money because if it's on money,
But
what
well, the
can we
problem
put
is
the same thing
it's in the
on
news. Let's say it's in the news based on money because the only reason it's coming up there's too much
is
Disney.
money?
It's because of the
But
president of
then,
Disney right now saying, "Oh, we shouldn't have done this," because he's the one that said maybe we're making too much.
so
But the
the other
problem
thing,
is it
okay.
maybe because of the stories? Is it because of stories? Maybe because a lot of it for me is stories now. Some of the stories are just not as interesting, so I'm not following them.
Oh, I don't
Because
know.
they made it to the way when we up until Endgame, you almost needed to watch everything. Everything was interesting because it's all building to this point. You knew which direction we're going. We're going towards Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet, and everybody knew that story. Now, which direction are we going? I mean, we think we're going towards the multi
Well,
universe, but not if you watched Captain America in
so
the Winter Soldier. It's not going that direction.
I think it's because we're doing a new Captain America, right? To set up like new teams
Well,
because obviously they won't reveal too much, otherwise they're giving it away. So I think all these will interconnect eventually in
yeah, but
Secret
this
Wars.
I think it's yeah, but the thing is, we do you don't know that because it's either it could be against Quantumanium, whatever that who's that villain
Kang, Kang
playing.
the
It's either
Conqueror,
going towards Gang or we're going towards Secret Wars.
or Doctor
Which way
Doom.
are we direction? Or are we going Doctor? Who are we going toward?
I
That's the
don't
problem.
know.
They don't have a direct. Yeah, see, that's the problem.
I mean, I
They
feel
don't
like
have a
they have the
direction.
outline, but they
For
like
you, they can watch it, but they don't tell us. See,
no,
we
they
knew we
don't.
are going to. We're going towards Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. That's why everybody's stuck with it. And
Yep.
now they spread it too far out. Nobody knows where they're going. I don't think they got too much contact. I think they got too many directions. They need to
Oh,
they need to turn it all back and go. This is where
so
we're headed. So you need to watch all these shows to see this.
so it makes sense what you said. Like everybody knows Thanos, right? So, but then
Yeah,
yeah, that is very true. But
yeah.
then
Everything
on
was going through
Kang, right?
the
Like I don't feel like they want to tell us because it might spoil
I
whatever
don't
they're
think
trying
it
to reveal
will.
at the end. You
Well,
don't think so?
I
'Cause, I
think
mean, a
they need
lot
to
of the
keep carrying it.
storylines are based on the comic books, right? Secret
Yeah,
Invasion is based on
but like I
the
said,
Fantastic Four.
they got too many threads running in the universe.
Oh, I don't know. The
They
point I
do
want to
because
bring
well
is
we
like
don't because we only had one thread
so.
for
Do
Endgame.
we have too many comic books? I mean, like you don't read all of them, right? I don't read all of
No,
them.
I would
But
like
then
to,
it's like yes,
but
exactly.
I'm not. But I wasn't going to read Quasar or Guardians of the
But then
Galaxy. So.
if it's money, but then they still produce
But
Quasar and Black
here's the problem.
Panther
Let's
and
put it this
whatever
way though. Put it this way
slapstick.
though. When titles are failing though, they always made okay. Let's say nobody read Quasar. A lot of people didn't read Guardians of the Galaxy comic books. Okay,
Hmm.
but when they did Infinity Gauntlet, you knew who all those characters were because you collected all.
Yes.
Say that's what they need to do with the movies again. They got to collect this all and tell us which direction, what story we're going to.
Where
They
do
don't
you
even have
think
to
they're
tell us a
going to
story.
right now?
I don't know. That's the problem. That's why I don't care. Because
Well,
I
they
got
already
scrolls over
reviewed
here.
the titles.
Because
Shouldn't you
I
know?
got scrolls over this side.
No, no,
I
no.
got
They
people
they
find.
reviewed the titles though. Like it's gonna the two Avengers movie is called Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, and then
Okay.
Avengers the Secret War or Secret
Okay.
Wars.
Can I
So
ask you this? So,
yeah,
which stories do I need to watch for the Secret Wars ones, and which stories do I need to go for the Kang? Because I got two now.
what do you mean by the stories? Do you mean movies or what do you mean?
Yeah. What shows do I got to watch in order to be ready for this one, and what shows do I got to watch to be ready for that
To
one?
be honest with you, I think it's all of them.
Really?
I think so
So
because
She-Hulk. So watch it. If I go watch She-Hulk, it's going to get me ready for this one.
so you haven't seen
Do I really
She-Hulk.
need to watch? Do I need to watch it? That's what
So
I'm asking.
yeah, I
Because I
think
don't feel
so
I do. I don't feel I
because
do.
because in She-Hulk, right? She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall when she talks to this character
Yeah,
inside the
she's
show.
basically thinks she's Deadpool.
When She-Hulk talks to this character inside the show, they made a little joke about like, that's something we should say for the movie. And then She-Hulk said like, I'm gonna be in a movie. I'm like, I can't promise you that right now. So that was really funny right there because
Okay.
I think at that point, like, I feel like everything we watched, whatever they're out to now, right? Either something is going to be in Secret Wars, which I believe even Deadpool and Wolverine, even though the movie's not even out yet, they're gonna make their entrance to the Secret War. I feel like
Yeah, probably. Probably.
all the X-Men that's in the Fox universe might even be in Secret War.
Maybe.
Just to
Maybe.
kill, like maybe finish them off to like give a good
Yeah.
ending
Well,
to the
that's
Fox,
what
right?
we feel though.
Yeah.
But see, basically, like I said, we knew who was all going to show up for the Infinity Gauntlet.
I
See what I'm saying?
I no, because I thought Adam Warlock was gonna show up because they kind of introduced it in Guardians of the
Yeah.
Galaxy
Well,
2, but it didn't show.
yeah, I know, and
So I
that's
can't really
they should
agree
have.
on that.
But
But
you
like
knew which direction it was going. It was the Infinity Gauntlet.
it's in the Infinity Gauntlet, but I didn't think
Infinity
that.
Wars is what the story was.
But I didn't think how it was going to end the way it did. I didn't think that
Yeah.
Iron
Oh,
Man
you
was going
didn't
to
know,
die.
and you don't know that, and that's not part of what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'm confused on what you're saying actually.
What stories do I need to watch to get to this point?
Shoot, I could ask the same thing. I didn't think I need to watch I guess
Yeah,
Thor
but
2
you
or
but you
Ant-Man,
knew, but
whatever.
you pretty much knew you had to, because
No,
it's
I
only going
didn't.
all one direction. It was
I
all in
didn't.
one direction.
I didn't. I swear. I didn't think that I need to
Yeah.
watch the other two to watch the Infinity.
Well,
I didn't think
that's the thing.
Thor, the dog well was interest. I mean, like into
Yeah.
it enough.
So that's the thing, though. Is am I going to see all this? Is Moon not going to show up Secret Wars? I would say yeah, but
It's
if he
connected in
don't,
some way.
if he doesn't show up Secret Wars, I'm gonna be like,
I
well,
think when you ask the question, right, like from phase 1 to phase 3.5 to 4, it
Yeah.
actually makes me think like I should watch everything because every little part in Infinity War and Endgame, all
Yeah.
the movies prior, all the contents they produced prior has something to do with inside those two movies, the last two Avengers movies. Because when you're asking, like, I don't think that question is valid in a way where, like, I think people should just watch them all because it's going to be relevant. Because right now, I watch Eternals, right? And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, like, how is this connected? And then it probably won't show me until, like, the Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Then you realize, like, oh, crap. I don't want to feel that same way again after I watch the last Avengers movie, which is the Secret War. They're like, I should watch the Eternals. I should watch She-Hulk or something like that.
Yeah. But look how much stuff you got to watch. So you got to get ready.
Because it's the same. I still fall into the same mindset after Endgame. Because you keep asking which thing I should watch. Like, you should watch all of them. Stop complaining and shut up. There's a long period in your life that they didn't have a lot of Marvel I mean, like, the Marvel content that we have before the Incredible Hulk / Iron Man was all crap, nothing connected, but we still watch a lot of them.
Yeah.
But now here you're questioning like, oh,
Well,
which one do I have to watch?
Let me put it this way to you. If I don't question it, then we don't have a show.
You're right. Yes.
This is the whole
That's
point.
very true. That's very true. Yeah.
So yeah, somebody's got to be the other side.
Yeah, because you that's very true.
If you make a movie with just two heroes,
you were kind of in between. You just want to know which one you want to watch, right? My wife is like,
well,
oh,
I'm just saying, I would like a clearer. I'm just saying, maybe I'm not even saying nothing really. I'm just saying, how could they fix up? How can they fix their stuff?
Would you like that though? If
if
Kevin Feige told you like, hey Shane, this is what you need to watch, would you like that?
No, I don't know if I want him to do it that way, but I want him to make. Because see, I knew from watching the stuff I had, like, okay, from most of the Marvel movies you watch, at the end of the movie, it's Thanos going, oh, I got this now. Ooh, I got this. So everybody's going, oh, I got to keep tuning in because we're going to get to, we're getting where this is what we're going to see. There's going to be a big showdown
I don't
between
think.
all these guys
I'm
and
not so
Thanos.
sure we're halfway there yet. Have you
Well,
watched
no,
Ant
I
Man
know.
Quantumania?
No.
Because they kind of did that. Like what you
Okay.
said about
That's,
Thanos showing up is because they already
but
introduced the character Kang,
yeah, I know.
and I
Because
think the
we already
thing that
saw
we
him.
have to watch definitely watch next is Loki season 2.
But we didn't see nothing for Kang in Marvel, the Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and see nothing about Kang in the Infinite. What do you call it? Secret Invasion.
I thought
And
they
see
just
nothing about Kang in a lot of
yeah,
movies.
but a lot of movies they don't have Thanos in the Marvel. Like they didn't have
Well,
Thanos in Thor 1, 2,
yeah,
or 3.
but you thought, but I mean, all
Ant
that
Man,
stuff.
none of the
But
Ant Man has
but every one
Thanos
of
in
them
it.
had Infinity. All of them had an Infinity Stone.
Not the Ant Man stuff.
Didn't he have an Infinity? Yeah,
No,
didn't they have a connection?
no. They
Well,
the
anyways,
only connection is Ant Man. That was it. And
okay.
the palm particles,
The
pin
Pym
particles.
particles, Pym particles. Yeah, should wear my Pym shirt.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
that
That way I
was the
could be
only
a.
connection.
That
So
way I could have been a
I
Pym.
feel like I feel like I guess every a lot of stuff after Endgame is like Ant Man's. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
there's
the
a lot of
options
stuff.
are pin particles. Like because they
Well, I
introduced a
mean,
new character.
honestly, I think it is like that. I think they're just, hey, let's make a character. So see a lot of stuff they're doing for the fans, and it's cool. But like I said, though, we got to the point where Disney Plus is going, should we keep spending money for this?
Let me tell you right now, you know I'm paying money for Disney Plus just for Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah,
I'm not watching Lady and the Tramp in 4K. I'm not watching a lot of the original
yeah,
content that
I
Disney Plus
know.
have. I'm just watching basically those two. I wonder if they
But
could take a poll out there, right? Like, hey, what do you pay Disney Plus for?
they need to do that.
Yeah, because a lot
That's
of
the problem.
because like, hey, I pay for kids stuff too, but at the bonus side, I get all the Marvels and Star Wars stuff.
But let's put it this way, because you wanted a Spider-Man 4 from Sony, didn't get one.
Nope. But I'm getting
They
like
they,
new Tom Holland
I
Spider
know,
Man.
but I'm saying though, a lot of people liked Spider-Man. They went and saw all those Spider-Man movies.
Yep.
It would have been awesome. They probably would have made a ton of money, but they didn't make it because they decided, well, I'm not happy with the amount of money we got from the third one. Just because that. They didn't lose any fans. They didn't lose nothing. But Sony just didn't. And movies, we see a lot of other movies. I can name tons of movies where we didn't get a sequel. They should have got a sequel. They didn't get a sequel because somebody decided, well, I'm not really happy with the money.
Which is their own fault.
It is their own fault.
Yep.
But we had to pay for it because we didn't get our next deal.
Yep.
And Disney could easily do that. Because see, the president of Disney and a lot of those people, they don't watch this crap. They're not fans of it. They just care about how much money they got and how much the investors get. So that's the problem. So you either you could be happy about how much content you got, or you could be happy when you got too much content. But the problem is, you need to make it where you keep getting your shows.
Which is ironic, right? Let's just say like,
Yeah,
if we use their IP, like we make a Marvel whatever movie, like now they are pissed off because we're using their property to make money. Like, dude, what do you want?
The people made a lot of people can't get like, okay, I'm a Star Trek fan. I haven't got any more Star Trek. No more movies. We got TV shows. Thank God. We got tons of TV shows, but no more movies. Those movies did pretty good, but they didn't like the third one. They were like, oh, it didn't make that much. So we're going to make then they're going to go, oh, we're going to make a fourth one, but then they don't. And then they're going to make, oh, yeah, we're going to have a famous director show up and make a fourth one, and they don't. Then we're going to have Thor show up. And no. See, that's the thing. But it's all about, I'm sure they're arguing, oh, it's this, but deep down, it's money too.
Yeah, it's definitely money. Yeah. Deep down, not deep down, it's always money.
Let me put it away. Because if the Star Trek show showed up, they would make a whole bunch of money on it.
Yeah. See,
but they just can't get that.
If it wasn't money, they wouldn't have done anything.
But yeah, but it's like this thing. It's coming down to money. That's the problem.
No one is making these shows just for the fans. Nobody.
Because this debate is coming up in the news because every time a Marvel movie comes out now, the news likes to go, oh, this Marvel movie fell short. This Marvel movie fell short. I'm like, well, it isn't. It's not the fans' fault because the true fans are actually showing up to see these movies. Yep. You showed up at the theater and seen every one of them.
Yes.
I haven't, but again,
I have every single Friday.
Every single thing. But the problem is they're not looking at you. They don't care how dedicated you are. They don't care about your money.
They care about everyone.
They want everybody. They're like, well, Shane should have showed up there too. That little jerk.
Yeah, Shane.
Yeah. Well, it's not
Where's your
just me.
support?
That means a whole lot of other people should have showed up
I
too.
I am that little boy that I'm the 10-year-old me when I was reading Infinity War, like second issue, like, well, this should be in a movie.
Yeah, and
I'm still that
I'm the
little
guy,
boy, like I need to watch this
and I'm the
because
other little boy standing there going, "Man, where do they put this crap in my X-Men comic?"
I'm in that thing where like I'm being grateful like to this what we have right now.
Yeah,
Opposed to like, hey, you know what? What's the CEO of Disney? Mike Eisner? I can't remember
yeah.
his name.
Well, we don't
He
care.
could shut it down right now, and then
He
we get
could
nothing.
exactly.
But then
Good.
he probably know what happens. Like, hey, his marketing people probably tell him, like, hey, sir, if you do this, right, we're gonna take a deep dive into your stock. If you stop Marvel right
Yeah,
now, you're
that's
gonna lose billions of dollars just doing that, and not just because it's just mostly from the true fans. Like, what the heck? What happened? They're gonna go watch DC
but
stuff.
but you gotta say, is it really content? Because there's a huge bunch of Star Wars fans. We watch Star Wars too, right?
Yes.
Star Wars, a lot of the stuff they're griping about, oh, they didn't do that good, but it's because I don't know. Is
You
it
know
really
what?
because we're getting too much, or is it because it's just not
I,
that great?
I'm glad you brought up Star Wars.
Some of the
So
stories not that good.
Heather loves it that so you can watch The Mandalorian without watching any of the other stuff.
Yeah, and I do too.
Yeah. I mean,
But
like, I could watch
the
Ahsoka
sad
without
thing,
watching any of the other stuff.
but the sad thing is, I watch it all. Can't help it. You gotta watch it all.
I stopped watching Star Wars Rebels
But I still hate the last three movies they made. So I don't hate them. I just don't think they're as good as the rest of them.
because you wanted more.
I wanted more. You're
You
right.
wanted more. You
I
wanted
wanted
something more from them, and then
and
like
it's still, but
it
it's
didn't
still like
deliver to your
but
part.
maybe that's what we should say on this Marvel, because there's a lot of those Marvel shows I'm watching. I want more,
Yeah, see,
but I'm not
you
getting.
want something more, but then like, hey,
I'm not getting
you're
more.
not grateful of what you got.
Okay.
They
Yeah,
could
I'm
either
not
give you nothing, and then like you want more, right? Hey, you could have gotten nothing. You could have
well,
like
but
no
you
Nick
can't do
Fury
that then.
story for you. I'm like, hey, dude, I want a Nick Fury story. We try to give that to you, but your punk ass wants something more. Yeah, exactly. I'm just grateful.
Okay.
Like, oh, I'm watching this. It's great. I
Okay.
mean, not
Well,
like
that's
great
good.
as in like everybody
That's
should see
good.
it, right? It's great that they made this.
So that's good, because then they don't have to make good quality for you.
I wouldn't say good quality.
Because
Like the story has to be there.
you will take everything. You will be grateful for the little crumbs you give.
I do.
I want a good chocolate cake, but you'll be happy with the ones that the little hamster ate.
Well, maybe not to that level, but like I'm
Yeah,
just
but
glad that that's at
it's
least
like, oh,
chocolate
I
cake.
got a little crumb. Yeah, I got a little crumb
I'm
of
like,
Shane's cake. I'm
I'm like
like,
that. I'm like the
I want.
employee, right? Like, oh, we got a pizza party. Instead of raises for everybody, they just trying to shut you up with a pizza party.
Yeah,
Well, at least we
well,
got something.
I will actually take the pizza party though.
You
I'm
know,
like, okay, cool.
it's just because like I guess my thought process is different going through an illness, right? Where everybody's like, this could be better. This sucks. This could be
It
better.
could be better though, but the
Yeah.
problem is you can't just go, "Oh, I'm grateful," because grateful ain't getting other fans there, and
No,
it's not
no,
creating
that's
new
true too.
fans.
I mean, like there's other people. There's probably a lot more people like me. Like, hey, at least we're getting something.
Yeah, because the problem is the level, just
That's also a lot
hardcore
of people like
fans.
you too.
Because hardcore fans are not going to. I mean, those movies cost so much. Hardcore fans alone are not going to pay the bills.
Merchandising will.
Merchandise probably will, but the problem is,
Hey, you know what? The reason I feel like Disney's making so much more live action movies because the money they're making from Marvel and Star Wars.
I'm sure it is.
I mean, if
and
you
they
think
thought,
about it,
and
why
they
would
thought
they
they
suddenly
could.
make like Lion King live action, Beauty and the Beast live action,
Yeah, I don't know
Little
why they did
Mermaid
all that.
live action, Pinocchio live action? Like, what is the point of all that?
I don't know, but
You know?
the
Where did they
problem
get
is,
the
like I said,
funding for that?
oh, from Marvel.
Yeah, from like these new properties they bought, right? Like, hey, we want to
Maybe
invest that money
so.
into
Maybe
something
basically
else.
what you're saying is maybe they quit wasting all this money on all that crappy stuff. Yeah,
Right. So are you going to watch the Lion King
no,
live
and I'm not
action?
gonna watch. I'm not
Like,
gonna watch the Mermaid live action. I'm not gonna watch any of the live action of the original
yeah,
show,
like why would they do that?
because I just found out that they made a Cinderella. I was like, they did.
Did they do Cinderella?
I'm sure they did.
I
I don't
don't know.
know. I know that there's people griping about them making a Pinocchio. I'm like, why?
Pinocchio's already out, right? With Tom Hanks, that's Geppetto. Tom
I
Hanks
think that
is
was.
playing
I think that was.
Geppetto.
I think that was another company.
No, because it was on Disney. It's on Disney Plus.
Oh,
Oh, it's
no.
going to be on Disney Plus.
Okay, I said Pinocchio, didn't I?
Yeah, you said
You're
Pinocchio.
right.
What do you mean? Oh, did you
I
mean
meant
say
Snow
something?
White. Snow White.
Oh, well, Snow White would be on Disney Plus too. I mean, if they ever
Yeah.
make one.
They're wanting to, or somebody's making, and then maybe make it. What I'm saying is, I don't want to see that. I want to see more. I want to see more
Yeah, why would
Marvel
they waste
movies.
money on live action, whatever they told, like Aladdin, we
Exactly.
didn't need a
Well,
live action.
no, we didn't need a live action on it. We
Actually, you know
needed
what?
more.
None of those we need a live action on. None of them.
No, the
But
cartoons
they
were good
still
enough.
spend the money on that. But then they don't justify like, hey, this made however much money. They didn't even like, hey, did you think it was a good idea to make a live action of Lion King? Isn't that just really, really good animation? It's not live action, right? None of those animals are real. Nothing is real in the Lion King. Everything is just really, really good version of the original Lion King. Instead of looking
Yeah.
like a cartoon, it looks live action because we have computers that can do that stuff, which makes use more money to generate this. You know what? I'm gonna see how much money this live action Lion King make right now because I didn't see it in the theater. I still haven't seen it like all the way through. Lion
I
King.
bet you it made a lot though.
You think so?
I think it did.
How did I watch Lion King? Like
Or
what
they
year
would
they came out? Is it
because it's
2019?
John
20,
Favreau.
2019?
I mean, it's going to be Iron Man money.
Oh man, it did exceptionally well.
See,
So
that's why they keep
the
going.
budget is 260 million. Box office 1.6 billion. Well,
Because
it did really
because
well.
actually, I think it's going to appeal to even more people. Because a
Yeah.
lot of little kids aren't going to watch the Marvel
Actually,
stuff.
I like the Lion King also. Like, I didn't have time because I'm watching all the Marvel stuff.
Well, that stuff is paying for your Marvel
And it's
stuff.
really funny. I watch a lot of the live action stuff that I was just making fun of, with the exception of Lady and the Tramp and The Little Mermaid, which is I think it just came on digital recently, and
And
I'm
you
just
watch
waiting
it
for. Yeah, I'll probably watch it.
because you are a Little Mermaid
I'm a
fan.
huge
So.
Little Mermaid fan. I mean,
And
I
plus,
watched Beauty and the
plus you,
Beast.
yes, I know you watched live action. So I don't know what you're talking about now.
Well, but I'm agreeing that like, why are
But
we
you
wasting money
see,
on
you
this
went and
instead
saw
of
that.
whatever?
Your wife went and saw it. Well, apparently they got a good reason now. After you've seen the Lion
Wow,
King deal,
I have
apparently,
no idea it made so much money, dude. It made like quadruple, like 5-6 times more than this budget.
okay. See, that's probably why
This
they're
is
talking
a
about
lot.
a lot of the Disney Plus stuff's not
But then
making.
I think Lion King was already popular to begin with, though.
Yeah, it
That you
was.
know,
And but so was Marvel, and they kept making stuff. I'll guarantee you, if you kept making Lion King stuff, people will eventually go, okay.
Beauty and the Beast 2017. Let me see how great that movie did. Oh, dude, they make a lot of money. The budget for Beauty and the Beast, the one with Emma Watson,
Yeah.
every time they do budget like 160 to 255 million, right? It also made over 1.2 billion dollars.
Okay. Well,
Holy
hey,
crap.
so I guess when you ask that question, why are they doing it? We
That's
don't
pretty
know.
dumb. But then, a lot of production companies never predict these numbers though.
Yeah.
Like, when they put like, 250 million, let's hope we make 500 million so that way
Well,
we make at least double.
apparently, Disney knows because they had that magic ball. They're Disney. They of course they have a magic ball. They're Disney, dude.
Wow, I just didn't like. You know what? Now I'm gonna look at Aladdin to see like, is it also another $1 billion movie? Oh, it's by Guy Ritchie. Oh
Aladdin was
yeah.
Guy Ritchie.
Oh my God, the Aladdin movies. Oh, it almost made 10 times the amount. The budget was $183 million, right?
Okay, we can get off this. You're
So
just
I
making
can't help it now because
you're
now
just making yourself look
if we are
bad.
comparing to like the Marvel stuff, like, oh, maybe they should just keep making live actions of everything
Exactly.
they
They should just quit. Now
They
you can
need
see
to.
why they're asking
They
questions.
need to make Frozen live action. They need to make Wreck-It
Yes.
Ralph live action. Wow.
So there. We don't know what we're talking about.
I wish I didn't know what I was talking about.
Well, apparently,
I wish
apparently.
I wish I was just talking out of my ass, but
Well,
holy crap.
I think they just made you do that.
I sure did by looking this stupid stuff up.
Yeah, it's like they would never do that. So now you
So
see why they're doing it.
how did they like the Lady and the Tramp, right? It's not a box office. Like I wonder how they oh, you know what, because Disney Plus came out the subscription with Lady and the Tramp, but then when I got that, I didn't get it because of Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, well, they probably didn't know that. They probably don't know how well it did. They didn't make a lot of money,
But you know what?
that's
They
the
could
thing.
probably
Though.
measure how many times people watched it.
They probably could,
Huh. It's kind of like
but you got to think though. Disney Plus is not a big giant money maker. It's just the main way to get their name to
it's
keep you
not,
hooked
right?
onto their shows. Yeah, it's more like an advertisement. I mean, television doesn't make enough money really,
No, everything is
but you
product
don't want to.
placement.
But the problem is you don't want Netflix taking all your money showing your shows.
Yeah, and that's why
You
all
don't
these
want all these
companies are
others.
doing that.
So that's why all these companies got their own shows, and
But
they're
then,
all losing money.
so instead
Disney
of,
Plus isn't the only one
I know
losing.
we're talking about
So is it really?
Marvels, right? Like, but is Netflix or like Disney Plus when they make their own original content? Are they not worried about like, hey, we're making a lot of stuff. Like, who's gonna watch this stuff?
Yeah, they're just making content to get you to stay on their show, stay on there to keep your subscription.
I know personally for me, right? For Disney Plus, they don't have to make anything exclusive for me. Like, hey, whatever Marvel, Star Wars stuff, you could just put on Disney Plus because I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what the thing is. They got to keep you addicted to it.
So Disney Plus is my cocaine.
Exactly.
Oh my
Because if you,
crack.
because the thing is, if you get off of it, you can't see these shows.
Wait, say that again.
If you get off Disney Plus, you can't see these
Well,
shows.
there's other ways, but you are
There's
true.
other ways, but
Legally.
technically,
Legally,
you
yeah.
can't easily just see these shows. Yes, you're right. You can
Yeah.
bootleg it. Do you really want to bootleg it?
You know what? I'm not gonna. I plead the fifth on this.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah. But
I already know you,
man,
Mister. I own everything behind me in the cassettes,
well, on these
DVDs, and
DVDs.
so yeah.
Wow. Dang, I wish I didn't look this stuff up. I wish they did bad, but
Yeah, they sure did.
they sure did not. I'm like, how
So
many
thank you.
live discs? Like,
And so they're just gonna keep doing that.
I'm gonna look at the Little Mermaid to see what
Did
the
it come
box
out
is.
yet?
Well,
Oh,
I'm
it
looking.
did come out,
Yeah, it did come out.
and I think it just got
Oh,
bad.
whew.
Well, it got bad reviews. So
Because I think everybody have a problem with Ariel being black.
yeah, it just got bad reviews. Whether the movie's good or not, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But maybe because Disney's gone too far, too many live actions, too quick.
No,
Maybe they're, or
I think
maybe
it's
there's just too
because
much
the
movies.
whole deal was like a lot of people didn't like Ariel being black.
Yeah,
That's what I
probably.
have. I had a problem with people having problems about that. Like, really, is that really what really bothers you? Because I'm sorry, you can't jerk off to this Little Mermaid, so now you're upset. I'm rolling my eyes again. I can
Yeah,
feel like
yeah. I
people
know.
know that I'm rolling my eyes. You
You
are
roll
looking at me right now.
you roll your eyes a lot. It makes a clicking noise. It really doesn't. But that
Well, people have a problem with like a different race. This one they still is successful. I guess
it's
250
still good.
million,
And the problem is it probably will.
561.
You got to think you're looking at other something else.
Yeah.
But
I
is it
mean,
is it? Yeah,
oh, the other one is Mulan, but that also came out during the pandemic.
yeah,
So it's hard to judge because they released it like digitally and
yeah. And
theater
then
at
they
the
got
same
everyone got
time.
mad because they didn't get enough at the theater. Blah blah blah.
Oh, that was Black Widow.
Well, that was a lot of movies.
That too, yeah. You can win them all.
But oh well, our deal is there too much content? Well, I guess it depends on who you are.
Yeah, it really depends on who you are. I don't think there's too much content, obviously, because I want to
Yeah,
watch them all. Because like, the more story, the better. It's like, do we really need 7 police academies? It's the same question. Like, is that too much police academies? Is that too
eventually,
much Scream
stop,
movies?
stop. There was eventually, yes. There's too many police academies, and that's why people quit watching it. There's too many Scream movies, and that's why I quit watching it. And there's too many Fast and Furious
Oh,
movies.
I was gonna bring
That's
up
why I
Fast and
quit
Furious.
watching it. Yeah, I eventually got sick of that.
Yeah,
But here's the thing with the Disney Plus: is there too much? Not really, because you know why? Because I could just eventually get on Disney Plus and watch it all whenever I have time.
right. You gotta make time.
Yeah, well, I
Like,
have
what are we
time.
doing in life that's so important? Raising kids? Come on, they can raise themselves.
I'm not raising any kids.
That's right, Shane. So what is your
I,
excuse? Why are
I
you not
think
watching? What are you doing with your life?
working. God
What do you do
sakes,
after
man.
work? Do you work 15, 16 hours a day?
Feels like it sometimes.
But it's only 8 or seven and a
Oh
half.
yeah,
It depends
then I
on.
sleep. I actually go to sleep.
Do you sleep 10 hours a day?
Wish.
So you don't, huh?
I don't sleep. Whatever.
Huh? What are you doing with another 10 hours in your day, Mr. McCaslin?
I got other things to do to sit and watch TV all day
Mr.
long.
Shane Vivian McCaslin. Huh? That was from that's from what is it? How I Met Your Mother. He called him Ted Vivian Mosley. That's not my middle name. I know what your middle name is. I just don't want to blur it out loud.
Well, good.
All right.
Because I probably didn't want you to blurt my last name out. But oh well.
But we were very Star Trek, Mr. Chewie and Mr. McCaslin.
Yes, we are. Captain McCaslin.
Oh, Captain McCaslin. All right. Can I be first officer?
You can be my first officer.
First officer. That's how Kirk became captain.
Yeah, but hopefully it won't be through my death.
Yeah, it won't be through this now. Let's not go there.
Yep, he got killed on that planet, Talos.
Well, I get you. I guess I don't want to say gripe about Harry Potter or whatever. Wheels of Time. Is there too much Wheels of Time content? As in, like,
what is
books?
Wheels of Time?
The Wheel of Time, not Wheels. Wheel of Time is a book by. I can't remember the author.
I don't know. I mean, we're just basically we're just making content ourselves. So
yeah,
I mean, it depends if you're a fan. Because if you're a fan of it and you're not getting tired of it, and the story stays relevant and it keeps you going, then no,
yeah,
there's not too much content.
It's not going to keep everybody's attention.
Some people don't really. Some people are only like. Some people don't have enough time. Some people get tired of stuff. I get tired of stuff.
I feel like Marvel is just in the spotlight because I mean, like, DC make a lot of anime content too.
It's in spotlight because there's a lot of going on in the world right now. But there's a lot of businesses not making all their money. You know.
So you mean like just Disney?
Yeah, it's not just Disney. It seems like it's just Disney because they put several movies out that didn't make it, but there's a whole lot of movies that's not doing very good. Indiana Jones didn't do very good.
Yeah, it's not just Disney though. Like a lot of movies.
No, it's not just Disney. It's a lot of movies.
Hey, the movies that are only doing good is just Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Exactly this year. There's been tons of other things that didn't do good. So, is it really because of fatigue? Maybe it's just a lot of people don't have money to spend. A lot of people. I mean, movies do cost a lot of money nowadays.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's because people are going outside more, right? Instead of spending in the movies, they want to do something else. They want to.
I think they are, but like
go on vacations that they didn't go the last couple of years.
Yeah, people are. I mean, the world shut down for a while, so everybody's got something else to do now. They're like, I sat in my house and watched Disney Plus for 3 years straight. Now we finally get to go outside. You know,
3 years straight.
That's what it seems like. We're stuck there for 3 years straight.
I think I made a joke about that when my boys were Ethan was home from school, right? That was a terrible time. It's like it's only been like 3 months, like, dude, just to stay 628. This is terrible. Like, dude, it's only been 3 weeks. Yeah, day 628. We had to start eating spam. We still don't have toilet paper, so after every time I poop, I take a shower.
I didn't need to hear that.
That was a joke from Eric. He's like, he didn't understand the toilet paper shortage, right? He's like,
I think a lot of people didn't understand toilet paper. That's why there was really no shortage. But
he said this joke, like, if I have to wipe more than twice, I need to take a shower. But then I realized the toilet paper shortage, right, is probably caused by women.
Why do you say that?
Because women use a lot.
You don't have to whisper
when they wipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like every time they wipe, like, dude, I look at my wife like, what the hell are you doing? Are you fighting Pacquiao? Or like, what is this toilet paper? Or you putting it around your hand for? It feels like you're about to get into the boxing match with some kind of boxer. 4 squares, that's it.
Oh, God.
Because I remember Rachel telling me she uses a lot of toilet paper because, like, they don't want that, no girl want to touch their own pee, right? But they use an over excessive amount.
I don't want to touch my pee either. I mean, I don't know about
yeah, but then for me, I'm thinking like,
I don't need toilet paper for pee.
Yeah, but then even if I touch and repeat, like, you can wash your hands. There's soap and sanitizer
before
everywhere.
Before we got into biology lesson.
Yes. No, we were talking about the pandemic because, like, watching Disney Plus. When did Disney Plus come out? Do you remember?
I do not.
Let me put Disney Plus release.
It was a long time ago in the galaxy far away. I know
November 12, 2019.
Okay.
And I remember specifically I got Disney Plus because, like, first of all, Like we knew that all the Disney stuff was going to be on there, and then they advertised the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I remember. And then you're like, Shane, you need to watch Mandalorian.
Yep.
And then it took me like several years.
It didn't actually.
It actually did take that
Just
long,
just
but
like
it took
one
it was maybe a
one yeah.
year.
Yeah,
I think it
maybe
was
a
a
year. Like,
year
oh, you just watched the Mandalorian. Yeah, it was pretty
because I
good.
heard these people talking about somebody punching Baby Yoda. I was like, huh, I really do need to see this.
Touch Baby Yoda. Now it bothers me when people call it Baby Yoda.
I know because
Because
we got a
like
name.
there's a name, right? It's like why do you keep calling it Baby
But
Yoda?
specifically, this is what I heard when I was sitting around. People were going, "Oh, so and so punched Baby Yoda," and I'm sitting there thinking, "Huh, I got to see this because I don't know what they're talking about."
Yeah,
But it does sound interesting.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
Like to this day, a lot of kids still call it Baby Yoda. It bothers the heck out of me.
Because
Ryan does it.
they are not into it.
They got a name though.
He got a name, but he's still a stuffed animal that's in your display
I'm gonna
case to
call my
them.
kids like, oh, these are baby lambs. That's it. Oh, that sounds weird.
Well, technically, they are baby lambs.
Baby
So
lambs.
got baby lambs. And I'm sure there is people that see y'all and they go, look at all those little baby lambs around here.
Yep.
Because they don't know your kids' names.
Too much. Oh well, since we get back to Marvel, is there any upcoming shows that you're excited about from Marvel or Disney Plus or movie? Well, I know you haven't been watching the movies at all, but like
No, I haven't.
shows.
Because none of the movies got me wanting to go. Because because the only movie that I've actually gone to see is Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange.
I wanted to see that, man. I would have walked on glass to see that. I would have kept my shoes on though, but I would have walked across glasses.
So Walt regularly, yes.
Yeah, that was the only thing, that biggest draw that for me. I mean, there's nothing I really want to see. I am interested if there's a Secret Wars. Actually, they said they're going to make an Armor
Yes.
Wars with Rhodey and stuff. I am interested in that.
Armor
But that's
Wars
because I'm an Iron Man
and
fan.
Ironheart.
I'm not. If Ironheart comes out, I'll probably watch it. And they're making it. But Armor Wars is the one they announced at one time that I
Yeah.
was interested in seeing.
I'm excited. Like,
And of course, I was actually waiting. I was waiting for Secret Invasion for the longest time too.
mm.
But I've already seen it, and I was like, "That's good."
Secret
But
Invasion could be
not
better,
what I
but
could
I
have been
like
better.
what we got.
I like. I think the character in the story was good. It was too short, too quick.
Yeah, the episodes were short. This
Yeah,
would have been
and they left too much open. I mean, it's like it didn't make the mark for me. But Samuel L. Jackson's character, I got a lot of questions answered. So
oh Nick Fury, yes.
yeah, Nick Fury, they did his character really well. It's just all the supporting other stuff is like,
Hey, Samuel L. Jackson actually helped produce the show too, so you know he wanted to do that.
yeah, I want to do that. So
Well,
hey,
what I'm excited to see is Loki season 2
well, and yeah, yeah, I haven't thought about that.
because you asked the
As
question
soon as
what you
that
should
comes out,
watch
as soon as
because
that
it
comes
would
out,
be
I will see the
Loki
Loki
season 2.
because I need to see the rest. Yeah, because I need to see the rest of that.
Oh, you haven't finished watching
But
Loki
yeah, other
season
than
1?
that, oh, I saw all Loki
Oh,
season
okay.
one. Man, I saw that. I watched it every time it came out.
So
It was because a lot of times I wait. I used to wait and then watch it all. Now I had to
so
watch Loki as soon as it came out.
so the Marvels, I don't know if you've seen the trailer, right? But it's like a sequel to 5 movies, like Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Secret Invasion, Endgame, and something else. I can't remember. Oh, WandaVision. Five,
Okay,
not
yeah,
5 movies, but
because it's
5.
got because it's got
Yep.
characters from all those. Okay,
Yep. So I'm like, wow, maybe that's the big connection you're
maybe
looking
that's
for.
your big connection.
Yep.
Sadly, though, I wasn't looking forward to that movie, but yeah,
But like you wanted to like, hey, what I need to watch, right? It feels
yeah.
like
Well,
these things
and
to
you're
connect
right.
these
You're
things,
right.
and now we have to watch the Marvels
So
to connect a bigger piece.
basically, you got to basically, if you want all your questions answered, you got to watch everything.
You should just watch everything. Just stop.
Because
People should
for
just stop
example,
complaining.
because
It's out there.
because I want to go ahead and put it out there, because when we watched Doctor Strange,
Yep.
you had to watch, what was that cartoon? What If? You had to
Oh
watch
yes.
What If, but you didn't have to watch What If. But if you would have watched What If, you would have known who some of these other characters were.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
It's not like
sometimes
a
maybe,
big deal, but yeah.
but here's the thing, though. Maybe it's not a bad deal to have a movie that goes back and references, because then somebody will go, because movies are supposed to make you ask questions anyways.
Isn't Star Trek like that in a way?
Like what?
Like that's why we haven't watched the new Generation movie until you want me to finish watching all the Star
Yeah,
Trek original
you need to
series.
watch you need to watch it.
So it's
Well,
kind of like that, right? We
you don't
watching
really
a
have to.
TV
You really
show.
need to watch. You need to watch the Next Generation right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to start watching Next Generation. Then we can go watch Generations.
Mm.
It's an
See?
effect that I want you to feel when you watch Generations.
Ah.
I want you to feel like the rest of the Star Trek super fans. You know, I
Okay.
want you to feel like I did when I watched it on Thanksgiving.
And one day we shall. But like, I guess
One day we
the
should.
final answer we got from this was that hey, it's just all due to money. Everything is due to money. Without money,
Yeah.
they're not making anything. No production company out there is producing anything because like, oh, I think we should do this because the
Well,
fans
I
want to
guess
see it.
here's what I could say because the question was, are they making too much content? It's on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, watch it when you want to. If they're making too much, then quit watching it.
Yeah, quit
If they're
with
not,
watching Friends. Quit with watching Seinfeld.
well, no,
Quit
that's
with
not what I'm
watching the
saying.
stuff that you
I'm
saw
saying
as a little younger.
I'm not what I'm saying. I'm just saying
No, I'm saying that.
if you feel like they're making too much Marvel content, then back off. It'll be there when you feel like watching
Yep.
it, or I hope it is.
You know,
Otherwise, people quit.
Stop
Here's the
watching new stuff and stop watching stuff that you've seen a million
but that's
times.
the thing. I think some people are worried they're going to start because they're pulling content off Disney Plus. But the problem is, here's the thing they need to think of. If they pull content off of Disney Plus, then people are going to cancel their subscriptions because if you can't see it there, then
Yeah, why have
why
a
are you paying
subscription?
for
Yep.
it? So I would like the president of Disney to know that if they're not there, I'm going to quit paying for it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna quit paying
Simple
for
as
like
that.
why
Yeah. So there's even more money you're going to be missing.
until the Mandalorian season 4 comes out. Then I will be paid for it again.
Yeah. Well, the problem is a lot of people probably just pay to see certain shows and get back off.
Yeah, just to get back off. Yep.
But they need that constant subscription.
And that's why they don't release all the episodes at once.
Yeah, keep people to spread it out. Yeah,
Yep.
it's like a magazines.
But then people could like, let me just wait until they all come out, get it for like a trial period with a dummy email, or
Yeah,
whatever,
and
then
watch
just
it all.
cancel. Yeah, watch it all.
And maybe that's what they have. But
See, with this streaming service, it's just the strategy of how to make their own money, right? Like everybody want a subscription base so that money keep coming in. But with
yeah,
this, it's really hard to figure out. But I do like what you said though. Like, hey, it's there, watch it. I feel like a lot of people are rewatching the same old stuff that they watched before because
yeah,
they
and
enjoyed
they
it.
probably are. They probably are. Yeah, because like I say, I get on there. I still actually get on Disney Plus, and guess what? I watch
What?
Iron Man.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I watch Iron Man again. I mean, because it's easier than finding my DVD or my Blu-ray and watching Iron Man.
So
I just
you
go,
are who I'm talking to. Stop watching Iron Man for the 59th time and watch Eternals.
okay.
How many times have you watched Iron Man? Shane?
Oh,
3? You gotta watch Eternals at least twice.
3 times. I watch it more than 3 times.
Yeah, if you could watch Eternals, you could get caught up with the MCU stuff. Probably
I
2
could.
times with all the times you
I
were
could.
watching
I
Iron
could.
Man. Something that you already seen
I
when you
know.
were a
You're
lot
right.
younger.
You're right. I
I'm
didn't see
talking to
Eternals.
you.
You're right. I didn't see Eternals, so I can tell you how much I hated it.
Yeah. But then
I'll
at
probably-
least you're not
I'll probably
wasting
end
your
up-
own
I'll
time.
probably
Like,
end
oh,
up-
what do you do
hey.
after work? Oh, I'm watching Iron Man again.
Watch that often.
But you
Mainly,
do watch it a lot.
most of the time, I spend time watching these movies because we got to talk about them. So that's what I'm doing.
Come on. Well, sometimes we do 2 movies in a week and then you
That's
have
a
a whole
lot
bunch of
for
free
me.
time.
I don't actually have that much free time.
Oh, okay. Let's just say Monday you watch one movie, Tuesday you watch one movie, there's still Wednesday, there's still Thursday, there's
I
still
got
Friday.
I got things to do.
What are
I'm
you
sorry.
doing? Putting your model car together? Yeah, what are you doing? You know, we're watching a lot of old stuff too.
You just watch TV all day
I think
long.
it's because it's safe, right, for us to we watch some stuff that we already know we enjoy. Kind of like you with Iron Man, right? Because you enjoy that movie, so
Yeah.
you already know what the outcome is. Like, oh, I enjoy this scene, I'll enjoy that scene.
Well,
and
it's the
things
same
like
thing
that.
you do, though. I may be doing
Yeah.
something on the computer, and then I just have it playing in the background.
Oh yeah, exactly, that too.
Yeah, I mean that's usually what it is. Because usually I don't watch the whole thing. I turn it on, do it, and then I get on
Like-
the internet. Start.
When I make these overlays, it takes me time, but I'm playing something that I seen before because like
Yeah,
I don't have to pay attention to it.
don't
That's
have to
what
pay
I'm
attention
doing.
because you already know it,
Yep,
but you like to hear it because you like to enjoy it.
yep, I enjoy it because like if I
It's
watch
like it's
something
like
new,
it's like music.
yeah, it's like
music.
music.
A lot of people like music.
Oh, listening to it in the car.
Put you in a certain mood. Yeah, put you in a
Yep.
certain mood.
Exactly.
So what we're saying is, we should want for more content so we can watch what we want, pick
My
and choose
big
what we
thing is
want.
it's no. Am I getting it right? Yeah, no, they're not making too
No,
much content.
my big thing is, hey, how are you doing?
Hey, watch it or don't watch it. It's your stupid fault, right? Now get out of
Yeah.
my face, all over the place. And with that, I'm out of here, and we'll go back to doing a movie next week. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.